Zoe, ceasefire. Apologize. Zoe, hold ceasefire. Put the down. Do what you gotta do to stop this. Zoe, stop it. Message him. Make a statement. Do something. This can't happen. You didn't know. I've seen how these things end. I've seen it. I've been here before. I've seen it. I've seen the history. You just got on here. You don't know what the about to happen. I've seen it. Try to make this right before dawn, because it won't end well for you. I'm sorry, and I'm not trying to glaze. I know you're gonna think I'm trying to glaze, but Zoe, I am not playing. I know your pride as a woman, as a black man, as a black woman. You got pride. I got pride. We all got pride. You can't just let slide. I know you just wanna. You hear him talk about you. You just wanna. But don't do it. Ceasefire. Cease it. You gonna listen to anybody? Listen to me. I've been a part of eviscerations. I've eviscerated. I've done all types. You don't want to be on the other end of it. Do what you need to do to stop this. You didn't know what you were doing. You weren't in the right state of mind. You were drunk. Say whatever you need to say, because it won't end well for you, Zoe. And I'm not gassing it. I'm not gassing it. I promise you, I'm not gassing it. Please, you've done nothing to me. I got no problems with you. But I don't want to see how this ends for you, gang. Started off with a bunch of miscommunication, and now you about to get ceasefire. Apologize about his mom. Apologize about his dog, and move the phone.
Twitchiverse is a bubbling cauldron of ambition, clout, and the occasional existential crisis. Kai Cenat's Streamer University, a noble, if slightly dystopian, attempt to turn content creators into content scholars, has just dropped its list of accepted creators. It's like the Oscars, but instead of golden statues, you get a chance to level up your live stream game. Enter Zoe Spencer, a Twitch streamer with a fanbase bigger than my existential dread after watching 3 hours of cable news. She's bold, she's brash, she's got a personality that could power a small city, but plot twist, she didn't make the cut for Streamer University. Cue the tears, the heartbreak, and a live stream that's less just chatting and more just crying. Zoe feels outcast, like the kid who didn't get invited to the cool table in the cafeteria, and who swoops in to comment on this emotional outpouring. Not a therapist, not a friend with a box of tissues, but SoLLUMINATI, a streamer with a knack for stirring the pot like it's his full-time job. Now, SoLLUMINATI doesn't just offer constructive criticism. Oh no, he goes full medieval, lobbing insults at Zoe like she's a castle under siege. He calls her masculine, annoying, and, brace yourself, an industry plant. Yes, he's out here accusing her of being a manufactured star, like she's a pop idol churned out by a shady record label, instead of a streamer grinding her way through GTA 5 and IRL broadcasts. Zoe, naturally, doesn't take this lying down. She fires back with a verbal flamethrower, targeting SoLLUMINATI's dog, his family, and probably his choice in Twitch emotes for good measure. It's the kind of online spat that makes you wonder if these two have ever heard of Decoff. And then, like a weary parent stepping into a sibling brawl, enters YourRAGE. This man, this sage of the streaming world, takes to his platform not to throw more gasoline on the fire, but to wave a white flag so big it could double as a bedsheet. His advice to Zoe? Ceasefire. Apologize. Stop the madness before it spirals into a black hole of clout-chasing chaos. He's not just asking her to back down. He's pleading, like a man trying to convince his cat not to knock over a vase. Do what you gotta do to stop this, he says, his voice dripping with the exhaustion of someone who's seen too many internet feuds end in digital bloodshed. He's seen the history, he's been through the wars, and he knows that when streamers clash, it's less epic rap battle and more mutually assured destruction. Let's pause here to marvel at the sheer absurdity of this situation. We're living in a world where people don't just argue. They roast each other on live streams in front of thousands of viewers, like it's the Roman Colosseum and the chat is chanting for thumbs down. YourRAGE is out here playing UN peacekeeper, begging Zoe to de-escalate before SoLLUMINATI drops a roast so vicious it gets its own Wikipedia page. And what's at stake? Not world peace, not climate change, But the fragile egos of streamers vying for clout in a digital ecosystem where attention is the only currency that matters. It's like watching two pigeons fight over a French fry in a parking lot. Except the pigeons have microphones, and the parking lot is Twitch. From a liberal perspective, because, let's be honest, I'm approaching this with the bleeding heart of a comedian who spent too much time doom-scrolling X. This feud is a microcosm of everything wrong with our hyper-connected, outrage-fueled culture. We've built a world where people don't just disagree. They weaponize their platforms to humiliate, eviscerate, and, yes, emasculate each other. SoLLUMINATI's attack on Zoe isn't just a personal jab, it's a gendered one, accusing her of being too masculine, for daring to be assertive, for daring to take up space in a male-dominated streaming world. And Zoe's response? It's not exactly a masterclass in turning the other cheek. She goes nuclear, dragging his family and his dog into the fray, because apparently, in 2025, even Fido isn't safe from a Twitch roast. YourRAGE, bless his soul, is trying to be the voice of reason in a world that thrives on chaos. He's not just asking Zoe to apologize, he's begging her to recognize that this path leads to ruin. I've seen how these things end, he says, like a grizzled veteran recounting tales of the great meme war of 2023. He's not wrong. The internet doesn't forgive, and it's sure as H***** doesn't forget. One wrong move, one poorly timed rant, and you're not just cancelled. You're a cautionary tale, a screenshot passed around like a cursed chain letter. YourRAGE is out here trying to save Zoe from herself, from the temptation to lean into the drama and let it define her. He's like the friend who grabs your phone at 2 a.m. to stop you from sending that ill-advised text to your ex. Ceasefire, Zoe. He says, put the guns down. But let's zoom out for a second, because this isn't just about Zoe, SoLLUMINATI, or YourRAGE. This is about the culture we've created, where every slight, every rejection, every perceived injustice becomes a public spectacle. Kai Cenat's Streamer University was supposed to be a beacon of hope, a chance for aspiring creators to learn the ropes and maybe, just maybe, avoid the pitfalls of a career built on likes and subscribes. Instead, it's become a lightning rod for drama, with Zoe's exclusion sparking a feud that's less about streaming skills and more about who can yell the loudest. It's a reminder that in the attention economy, conflict is king. Why resolve a disagreement privately when you can live stream it to thousands of strangers, each one ready to pick a side and flood the chat with emojis? And here's where the liberal in me starts to lose it, because this whole saga is a symptom of a deeper disease. We've turned human connection into a blood sport, where every interaction is a chance to dunk on someone, to prove you're the alpha streamer in a digital jungle. SoLLUMINATI's comments about Zoe being masculine aren't just mean, they're a dog whistle, a way to police her behavior, to tell her she's not allowed to be loud, confident, or unapologetic because it makes the boys uncomfortable. It's the kind of casual misogyny that creeps into every corner of our culture, from boardrooms to Twitch chats. And Zoe's response, while understandable, plays right into the trap. By going after SoLLUMINATI's family, she's not just fighting back. She's feeding the algorithm, giving the internet exactly what it wants. More drama, more clicks, more reasons to stay glued to the screen. YourRAGE, though, he's the hero we don't deserve. He's out here trying to break the cycle, to remind Zoe that pride, while powerful, can be a prison. We all got pride, he says, and he's not wrong. Pride is what fuels Zoe's fiery persona, what drives SoLLUMINATI to keep swinging, what makes the Twitch chat light up with L's and W's. But pride is also what keeps this feud alive, what turns a rejection from Streamer University into a full-blown cultural moment. YourRAGE is begging Zoe to let it go, to choose peace over pettiness, because he knows that in the end, the only winner in a roast battle is the platform hosting it. Twitch, YouTube, X, they're all eating this up, raking in the views, while the streamers tear each other apart.